Welcome to my channel. My name is Reese, and if you want to learn how to get more views on your YouTube content, you need to stay tuned here. Because today's video is about thumbnails and how you can easily create them using only free software. You don't even need to download anything except for your thumbnails. So I'm talking about Canva. Canva is this free to use tool that you can use online, and there is a pro version, but you can actually get quite nice thumbnails out of using the free version like I do. So let's dive into it. So the first thing you need to do is to log in, and that is quite easy. I've just logged in using my Gmail account, and I don't have to put in like credit card information or anything like that. So the starting page looked like this. And Canva helps you quite a bit with already having the YouTube thumbnail here. We will get a blank page like this in the right dimensions. And the first thing we need to do is to pick a background that will catch the eye of the viewers. So I'm thinking either something very basic, but maybe also something quite colorful. So if we go under designs here, we can definitely help ourselves by using some of the templates they hide under here. So some of these templates are for premium members only, and they're hidden behind a paywall, but there's actually quite many and quite good templates not hidden under this paywall. So if we go like this down here, you have something suitable for a health advertisement. This one definitely looks like a thumbnail for YouTube. It's very catchy, it's very blingy, and the colors are quite contrasting, as you can see. So the background here is quite simple, and then these parts, like these coins, have been added, and we have this text, very bold, high contrasting to all the other things, and only 3 words. This is what we are going for. So if we pick a background that I might also use for this video, let's see, what would that be? I think we should try this one. So if we start out by removing the parts that I don't need, now we have the red background, and we have some few elements that I will keep for this sake. So the next thing we want to do is to add a photo with a face. I guess it's a biological thing to latch onto faces and to seek eye contact and expressions with what the viewers see. So if you go under uploads, you can upload a picture of yourself. The pictures are also saved from previous projects, as you can see mine are here, and you can easily move them to trash if you don't want them to be here. But let's just pick a photo that I have already used. I think this one might be a suitable pick. I look very surprised, and I have a very strong expression. So it will be quite easy for readers, or viewers rather, to read this photo. So if we just try to balance it out somewhat. So if we put the text down here, we put myself there, and then let's just grab this light bulb so that won't drown underneath me. So we already have something here that looks somewhat like a thumbnail. And I think that we need to edit it somewhat. So if we adjust the colors, we should definitely go in and add some brightness to this photo. Because contrasts in colors are quite critical, this is what also catches the viewer's attention. So here we have me, now even more obvious against the red background. So another tip is also under edit. You've probably seen it used on somewhat professional thumbnails, but that is to give it a white outline. So if you scroll down a bit, it's hiding under shadows. This took me a while to find, so don't fret if you haven't already found it. And here we are, the outline. So now we can see a black outline around my photo, and if we just scroll down a bit, we can change this color to something else. Could be a yellow, a blue, a red, whatever. I would like it to be white. I think it's quite nice and simple, and it's again the strongest possibility we have to actually contrast this background. So if we just make myself somewhat bigger, again I need to keep my light bulb here, so I'll just put that somewhere else, and then make sure that I fill out the entire frame here. The next thing I want to do is to look into positions. So if you click on position here, you can arrange whatever current frame you have. So I can arrange myself here, putting myself backwards. You saw how that text bar just bobbed forward. But we can also go into layers and then see our entire project laid out like this. So we can see that I'm behind the text box, but on top of these dots and on top of the red background. And we can also see that my light bulb here is on the text box and not behind it. So I want to leave the stuff like they are here, but I want to put this light bulb, let's see, here instead maybe. Or should we still put it under here? This is all about finding a balance. I think I'll try putting it here, and then I will also put in a shadow on this one. Again, to enhance it. Yes, I think this works quite well actually, so that the contrasts are not only in regards to colors, but also in regards to size. So if we talk about texts and take a look at this text, this text is already quite optimized in regards to what advice I'm going to give you now, because you need to make sure that you have only around 3 to 5 words on your thumbnail. You should imagine that people don't have time to read much when they're just scrolling through the YouTube start page, or when you see a video on the side of another video as a suggested video. So here it says tips and tricks, and then it has the undertitle to become a content creator. This is more tech than I would usually advise, but because the main text is actually only tips and tricks, I'm satisfied with it and I will keep it. But let's try to just remove this undertitle for a second and see how it makes the entire thumbnail easier accessible. So if we take a look at this, suddenly it's just much easier to engage with. But I am going to keep it just because I think it balances something out in regards to these dots here. So there is something about the composition where it would make sense to keep this title. Also in regards to the bulbs drawings here. This is quite a basic trick, is to get a grasp of your actual thumbnail by zooming out on it. When you go to YouTube start page, your thumbnail is only going to be like this size, maybe even smaller compared to how much the viewer has actually zoomed in. So if you look at this size of your thumbnail like this, is it appealing to look at? Does it catch your eye? How are the colors balancing themselves out? I'm quite satisfied with this one. My shirt seems somewhat green on the red background because they are complementary colors. And then we have the yellowish light bulb here, making it less complementary. We also have the black and white background, and that is also something catching the eye. So when we have a thumbnail that we like, we should go under share, and we can download it, and we can choose what file type to download. I use these PNG, that's just the suggested one, and it's hidden behind a pro paywall to limit the files to any sizes, but we can download it like this, and it's quite easy. Another funny trick that I want to show you is not really suitable for thumbnails as such, but it's a quite fun thing to do. So if you click animate, you can animate your entire picture and make it into a 5-second video. I think this is quite fun for me to engage with in videos, and maybe even to advertise my video on other social medias. So if we take a look at this, this is an easy way to make maybe a reel, or to make a post on whatever other social media platforms you have. You can also use it for making maybe an intro of something else. So there's a lot of things to try out here in Canva, and for me, I think this is the easiest way to do a good, vibrant and appealing thumbnails for my videos. So I hope you can use these tips for your own thumbnail making, and please let me know in the comments if you have any tips that I've missed somehow. So thank you so much for tuning in, good luck with your video making, and stay tuned for other videos. Bye!